This is LA Sports with LA BizBuzz in the dark. And I want to talk about my weekend, my stadium crawl weekend, something I seem to be doing annually, which is one weekend in August. I do a stadium crawl. Years ago, a friend of mine and I did a stadium crawl. We did Dodger Stadium, the Coliseum for a Rams game, and then a LAFC game at BMO Stadium. And so that was a lot of fun. And so this weekend I did my stadium crawl. I didn't do three, I only did two. I did Dodger Stadium on Friday night, where the Dodgers won in extra innings against the Pittsburgh Pirates and Shohei Ohtani. So I just recommend anybody who is a baseball fan or even a casual fan and the Dodgers are in your town, you need to go see Shohei Ohtani because it is a once in a lifetime player that we will see, that we will have a chance to see. I don't know if there will ever be another player like Shohei Ohtani, but there most certainly isn't another player like Shohei Ohtani right now in Major League Baseball. And I think people should go see this player because it's just, you just don't know what's going to happen when Shohei comes to the plate. He has the best walk-up song, and it just absolutely is magic when Shohei Ohtani is at the plate at Dodger Stadium. And Dodger Stadium itself is such a classic place to be. I sat in the Champions Lounge. So to get through the Champions Lounge, you go through this hallway where there are trophies and baseballs and displays with tributes to the Dodger classics like Vin Scully and Fernando Valenzuela and Don Drysdale and Sandy Koufax. And you can just go on and on. And there are posters with all of the World Series championships over the years and also some other paraphernalia from some classic games and things like their moving trunks from when they came from Brooklyn to Los Angeles in the late 1950s. And it's just a really exciting walk going through that hallway to get to the Champions Lounge, which is pretty amazing as well. It's really spacious, that suite, and as I'm sure all the suites are at Dodger Stadium. And it was an exciting game. It went into extra innings. Tommy Edman hit the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 10th. It was a exciting night at Dodger Stadium. And then on Saturday was the Rams preseason game at SoFi Stadium. And that was really a lot of fun. Of course, it's preseason, so none of the starters play. We didn't get to see the big superstars that the Rams are just loaded with megastars like Miles Garrett and, of course, Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. None of them played in this preseason game. So we did get to see Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett has improved immensely since 2 years ago when he first started with the Rams as a rookie. And his first game as a Ram rookie in the preseason was, I think, like four interceptions, and just he won the game though at the end of the game, of course. And so we got to see Stetson Bennett. He did excellent in this game against the New Orleans Saints, and the defense did an amazing job in this game. Let's not make any joke about that. It was 34-0 was the final score. We got to see our first round pick, Ty Simpson. And Ty Simpson, we got to see him in the second half only. And there wasn't much to do after that because it was already 27-0 by the time he came into the game after a really incredible 100-yard pick six by Alex Cook. And that was really an exciting part of the preseason game that we saw on Saturday. Ty Simpson did a good job in relief of Stetson Bennett. And we'll see who is the backup quarterback for the Rams moving forward when the season starts. But it was a very exciting day. It's always really cool to see the banners, the Super Bowl banners, and also it seems finally the Rams are paying tribute to their past, their Los Angeles past, and the 1951 championship, which was the first championship in Los Angeles. And it was actually the first championship in on the West Coast. The Rams were the only professional team of any kind on the West Coast. And in 1951, they won the first championship with the NFL in Los Angeles. And so they're finally paying tribute to that. They're also paying tribute to the 1945 championship and the 1999 championship, and of course the most recent 2021 championship with Matthew Stafford and Cooper Cup winning, and Aaron Donald, of course. I cannot forget Aaron Donald, the ultimate closer in football history. So they won that Super Bowl in 2021. So they're paying tribute to all of their titles and embracing their history at last. It seemed like the Rams were too busy trying to be something new in Los Angeles when all this time they were the classic Rams. They are the Los Angeles Rams. They're the first professional team on the West Coast. So there's nothing new about that. They have finally realized that you don't have to have all these gimmicks and attempts to appeal to one generation when you appeal to multiple generations, the old and the new. And that's been very exciting about these Los Angeles Rams and what they've become back in Los Angeles. SoFi Stadium is amazing, and the Rams look really good. They look deep. This team is very deep, and I can't wait to see more with the Rams, and I can't wait to see what they do with the Chargers on Thursday. And then we look forward to more of this NFL season, and I'm looking forward to more of the last month of baseball, which is going to be very exciting to see where the Dodgers wind up. They seem to be close to getting the number one seed in the National League, despite some recent stumbling, so to speak, against the Red Sox, Diamondbacks, Cubs, and Brewers, I think it was. But we'll see what happens in the postseason, not just with the Dodgers, but with those teams. I suspect we might play one of those teams again. But, we might not play any of those teams again because that's just how it goes. In any event, the Dodgers will be there, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next few months and or the last month of the regular season, and see where the Dodgers wind up and how we can defend the World Series championship and win a third straight World Series. Anyway, this is LA Sports with LA Bizbuzz in the dark.